Hmm? Hey, look at that. It went on the first one. This morning I was trying to go in on to StreamYard on YouTube and it told me that it was high traffic. I don't know how there was high traffic. 10:30 in the morning, but whatever. Maybe people were downloading different things. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. The rules are I will go in and get to everybody's comments eventually. I have 30-ish minutes of stuff to get through before I get to the comments. Probably 40 because it's been a couple days since I've done this. But if you go in and do a super chat and you don't have time to wait the whole hour-ish for me to get to your comment, it could be small, it could be $2. I'll get to it right away, and then you can be on your merry way. We got a couple things to go. We have a bunch of stuff to go over here. I also don't know how long this is going to be or how this show is going to go because I have been not feeling great the last couple days. So if I have to get up and leave in the middle of this is just wait longer. All right, let's go over the OMI here. We had a couple of really interesting days. This is the third day in a row where we've had $1 million plus in volume. Has that really meant anything long term? No, it spiked up to like 00064. It didn't go back down. We were at like, I think we touched 000 like 39 for a minute. And then it kind of settled around four, big bounce off there to 4.1. And then again, way up to 00006, like 6.4, I think. You had a 600 million OMI buy order on OKX that just launched the price. That just went bananas. And then once that happened, you had a couple sales come in, and it was back and forth. It was people trying to defend the floor. It was people trying to go and like getting the FOMO, and that happened, and it was all fine. So we're not back down to where we were. We're at about 00048. Yeah, 0004862, not about 12.3% on the day because again we were yesterday not where we were at 00064, but we were at 00055, 00056 in there. We have the market cap has been, we're up to number 367. I think we were actually in the top 300 at some point. I should probably definitely well within that, probably even top 250. Remember like last year when we were like number like 100? That was pretty cool, right? We'll get there again. So right now, let's see how that compares to the rest of the market here. Bitcoin down about 0.3%, Ethereum up 2 The green day for the market. BNB up 1%, Solana up 1.6. Browse the next big. Okay, well, all right. Listen, man. Oh, Millie, the other day, I don't know what I said. I posted something on X, and O'Milly had commented. He's just like, "Oh, I got to get in the Illuminati or Illuminati, BV Illuminati, because y'all be getting inside information." Guys, I get zero inside info. I don't have any NDAs. I don't work for the company. I know what is public, and I just know how to interpret that data. And so the next big announcement, again, I will speculate on this, but it's really just going to be a guess. We have been focusing on Asia for a while. You have the Japanese Discord that has been put out. You have I'm pretty sure click a button and then translate everything into Japanese language. I'm pretty sure that's easily done. Obviously, you had Blackpink. Obviously, you have that deal with I'm even forgetting the name right now. The Alibaba. So this is all to get people on in the East. So it would make sense that one of the next big announcements, which Viz Media, I think actually I have the actual tweet here, have the actual post. No, it's Gary Baseman. By the way, oh my God, that Gary Baseman podcast this morning was amazing. That was like one of my favorite podcasts that I've done. It was sad we didn't get more time. Anyway, participating in the exchange. Sorry, I'm just gonna find this. My Twitter is just giving me all Gary Baseman. Like they're just saying, oh, that's I don't know why it's only giving me that. So I'll try to do it from memory. Viz Media was announced, as y'all know. They have a powerhouse of licenses for what do they have it? They have the licenses. I mean, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, One Piece, Naruto, everything. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is a really big announcement." I think it was on my collectibles channel. It might, I think, Old Rhubarb and somebody else was there. I forget who. And David had came in at the video at the end, spoke for like a minute, 30 seconds, give or take, and talked about Viz Media. So everyone's like, "Oh my god, this is a big announcement." They have 1.2 million likes over on X. There are or 1.2 million followers over on X. So that was a really big thing. And then I'm telling you guys, that's not the big announcement. I don't know what it is. I just know that that's not the big one. There are one or two other announcements that's going to be really big. Again, what are they? I have no idea. Um, the speculation, it would have to be most likely something Asian, right? So maybe you get what are some other Asian licenses that we don't have yet, but are potentially bigger than Blackpink? There's one in the top 10, like the top 10 licenses, like of most profitable licenses of all time. I think it's Ampam. Ampam. Let me put it. Top 10 highest grossing media franchise. I'll put this in, and then the list is going to be, yeah, it's called Anpan Man. So out of the top 10, Anpan is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is the sixth highest grossing media franchise of all time. And you think, okay, that's amazing. Anpan, whatever that is. I have zero idea what it is. I honestly have no idea what this is. But it is the sixth highest grossing media franchise of all time. This would be great for people in the East. It'll get those people on board. Japanese children's superhero picture book series, running from 73 to 2013. Wow, that ran a long time. That ran for 40 years. So that could be one of those things. But it's like, okay, is that really going to help? I don't know. One of the other things, and I had talked with David about this like a year and a half ago, or a year ago, at some point last year maybe. And I was talking to him about it. It was on stream, so it was public. And I was like, hey, how do we keep these Web2 companies interested in Web3, where you have these companies that, they trusted Recur and Recur failed because they didn't take care of the IP. How do you keep them interested in Web3? And don't worry, we're already working on those licenses. Like, oh, fudge, okay, cool. How did that happen? I guarantee you, Veve probably, all right, so wind the clock's back a couple of years. Back in May of 2022, I had gone to VCon in Minneapolis. I knew straight from there that they were not going to make that. Recur was not going to make it. I made a video about that, I think, prior, saying that the IP, they were not handling the IP with care, to proceed with extreme caution. And then after I went there to that particular, or maybe I went there first and then that other video came out. Either way, I knew after that it was over. Most people didn't see that until 2023, and I'm letting you guys know, Recur had called around and they had asked everyone to buy them because they knew that they were a sinking ship. They knew they were shining knobs on Titanic, and they wouldn't survive. So I'm imagining that Veve likely had knowledge of that they were going down beforehand. So if I'm David, if I'm the head of Veve, and I go and I take a look, oh, okay, Recur's calling around. They're calling everybody who will listen, get them to buy. Clearly, the licensors know something's up. Let me go talk to the licensors, and instead of spending $20 million to buy Recur, which most of their users were Veve users anyway, let me just go get the licensors, just back the truck up and go here. And who did they have? Did they have Anpam, who I was talking about? No. Now we shared a couple licenses, like they had Star Trek, and that was cool. But they had some Nickelodeon stuff. They had Hey Arnold, they had Rugrats, they had Riptar, and granted, their NFTs were trash. They did not take care of that IP. But what they also had was Hello Kitty. And Hello Kitty is also in the top 10 highest grossing media franchises of all time. It's actually very close to number one. And yeah, that's going to be probably the best guess. The best guess that fits is likely going to be Hello Kitty for the next big announcement. Everyone knows it, not just in the East, but obviously in America, you have Hello Kitty at every hot topic. Hello Kitty was so ubiquitous that it was mentioned in an episode of Gilmore Girls. You have again, every middle and high school girl has Hello Kitties. I know. I went to school. Actually, it was a really long time ago now. But that's what they had. And could things have changed? I don't know. I lived with a teen not too long ago. Her and her friends still like that stuff too. So that's probably the most likely answer. But what's bigger than that? You do have Pokemon, and Pokemon might be something that could happen. They've been talking for 3 years now, at least. David and Pokemon have been talking for at least 3 years, and maybe they came to an agreement. I don't think that they did. I feel like signs would be there, and you're like, well, Chavez, David talks about Pokemon all the time, posted on Instagram, even said it in a space one day, like, oh yeah, just because it's Pokemon Day doesn't mean that we'll release Pokemon. It's like, I get that, but David's just a fan. Like he's just like we are. Like we're like now. I might be a slightly bigger fan of Pokemon than he is, but he is a big fan. Um, when you talk about Pokemon to David, did he smile or something? I actually haven't talked about it with him. Um, the only time I didn't mention Pokemon, but the only time I had mentioned like the Nintendo license at large, I think was in May of 2022 as well. And I was like, "Oh, David, how do you feel about other licensors coming to Veve?" And he smiles like, nothing's. And he said like nothing's out of the question. Not everything. Has that opportunity, and he's right. Everything it is possible. There's a greater than 0% chance to get all of them. But like I said, just because he goes and he talks about it every now and then, again, he's a fan. Of course, he's going to talk about it. It doesn't like he wore a SpaceX hat too. It doesn't mean we have SpaceX. Although you ask Vivi Meister, he's pretty sure that we have SpaceX. Um, I again, I would like to be extremely cautious when talking about that, just because I don't want to have these super high expectations and then they don't get it. Now, if Pokemon were to watch any of my videos, they would recognize, okay, Vivi's actually the best bet. It gives you protection in case they fail, which obviously they won't. And then they don't really have to do anything. They don't have to go in and they don't have to hire people and hire blockchain experts. Like, okay, these guys are the experts in the field. They are the biggest NFT platform out there. And they would use them as a case study. And if they did fail, it's like, okay, we could determine what Vivi did right, what they did wrong, and then do it ourselves. And again, if I'm Vivi or if I'm Pokemon right now, I would land the license now. I would say like, hey, listen, I would not be nice about it. I'd be like, your revenue's been declining, your usership has been declining. Now, obviously, the past couple of months it's been picking up, but I would go that way, and I'd be like, nobody really knows if NFTs are going to make it. Now, obviously, NFT blockchain is the future, and Pokemon knows that. There are people in Nintendo. So in Pokemon, you have Pokemon that owns 33%. You have Game Freak that owns 33%, and then you have Nintendo that owns 33%. So you're going to have the best and the brightest of those particular companies to come in and do that negotiation, and they're going to go and obviously they know that blockchain is the future. But if I'm them, I'm not going to go and be like, hey, listen, I know blockchain's the future and you're the best out there, but we don't want to pay you X, or we don't want to have this agreement. They want to come in like George Costanza with hand, and they want to go in and they want to say like, look at every single project out there. And I know you're not the only one, but every single project out there, including yourselves, are down from all-time highs, multiple percent. Crypto's down multiple. I mean, Bitcoin's near all-time high, but that's what I would say. And just to put Vivi on the defensive. Now, obviously, that's a kind of grimy negotiation tactic, but it works. So again, I haven't had any conversations with David specifically about Pokemon. The one time I did mention Nintendo at large, again, it's a public thing. You could see it on my podcast. It's like podcast number 95 or 96 or something. And since then, I don't think we've talked about it, at least not live. But yeah, that is one of the things that is possible. I mean, I didn't know Blackpink was coming, so maybe I don't know Pokemon's coming. But again, I just want to. I would say if it does happen, I would put it at like a 65% chance that we get it, 35% that we don't. But I really wouldn't expect that for X amount of time, several months, if not, going into next year. But we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, what was I talking about beforehand? I was oh god, I got vodka. Yep, Pinnacle with vodka. Okay. All right. So Mr. MC1, he said disclosure. So this is in the logo chat from the other day. I think it's the Veve logo chat. Said disclosure. I am likely going to buy more Veve Gold logos for my family and future activities. I'm actively negotiating and will not share anything more on the topic until I am done. Now, granted, this was X amount of days ago. This is, I think, like Wednesday night, maybe. So, yeah, just be advised about that. Also, I'm going to ask everyone if they could smash that like button. That's a free way to help support the channel. You know the non-free ways of Patreon. Smash the super thanks button down below. Another super chat coming in from the Ralphie boy saying, David follows SpaceX and Musk. Well, he does follow Elon Musk over on X. And it's so there's actually I forget who it was. I forget what license it was that had said, "Oh, you should follow us on X." And this is before they had made their relationship public. And when David even told him, was like, "Listen, if I like you on X, people are gonna know. They check who I follow." Now on Instagram, it's a different story. He follows a bunch of people on Instagram, and there's a couple people on there or a couple of companies and big things on there. I was like, oh, okay, maybe we can get those in the future. Or he's just fans of those certain things. Now, everyone in the world follows Elon. I mean, let's look at the other people who David has followed. Like he's followed David Yu's hairline before. He's followed multiple other things before, and it doesn't mean we get all of them. But Elon Musk, I think he's just a fan because he loves space. I mean, David has I think the only Pokemon card that's ever been to space. So I think he's just a fan of what he's doing. I mean, we both love him. I mean, when I interviewed Gary Baseman before, he did not love him, but we both admire what he does for the world. We both admire what he does as an entrepreneur. We both admire, him just, again, doing anything that he's done, whether it's the Boring Company or the SpaceX company or Tesla, like any one of those things is impossible. And yet he's done the impossible like 8 different times. So the dude is not human. Dude is like part alien or something. So that's I think we just admire him, and he just happens to like his tweet because he likes him. I don't think that we would have that yet. Elon Musk has said before he's not necessarily a big fan of the metaverse. Like I don't really see the metaverse as strapping a TV to your face and going, oh. He's poked fun at that, but if they were to come to an agreement, maybe it would have nothing to do with the metaverse. Maybe it would just be, oh, you have your collectibles here, and our version of the metaverse. Yeah, you can go in and you could build some interesting things in there. And Tesla's made up of a bunch of different startups, so they might even have a metaverse team. Who knows? And David did say he wanted to put ChatGPT into the Veveverse, but maybe if he talked to Elon Musk, Elon says like, "Hey, I'll do this, but you can't use ChatGPT. You cannot use OpenAI. You should use Grok." And maybe that's like a bargaining chip that Elon Musk could have, if he knew of that. Which Elon, if you're hiring, I would love to work for you. I have zero engineering skills, but I mean I can fix a toaster. But anyway, yeah, he doesn't follow SpaceX, but he does follow the Elon Musk. Oh wow, Mr. MC1, I did buy another MC1 yesterday morning. Actively negotiating more. Picked up a Veve Gold logo silver yesterday, and actively negotiating for. Oh damn! So I'll like I said on that post from the other day. Yeah, he got some, and he will do a giveaway. He's gonna get celebrities on here. I'll get celebrities on here. I'd like to think I've already got a couple celebrities on here. Andre Jack, Pro the Doge. Oh, excuse me. I don't know where that came from. Now let's see what else we got. Comics and Crypto has reported Evermind #1 has officially sold out. They were very happy about that. Oh wow, that was a lot. Campaign talks to so the Biden campaign was in talks to accept crypto donations through Coinbase Commerce. It is wild. I'll draw this parallel from the news saying like, oh yeah, you guys should totally get your first jab of something while because it works, while also pushing people to get their fourth jab of something is absolutely wild. In that same breath, the fact that Biden goes and vetoes a bill that would have given us some regulatory clarity on crypto, but says, you know what, give me a crypto anyway, is why that is just a gangster move. That is baller. Anyway, oh my god, I love these photos. Um, I can't go. Sorry, I can't go over that stuff. Maybe I'll do that another day. Shout out to Savid. His 200th Veve YouTube video was posted the other day, so shout out to him. Gotta love the people doing that and for our stuff. Shout out to Ecomi. They posted they had surpassed 100,000 views on their socials in 2 days with support for OMI and the Prime vote on HTX. So there's a bunch of stuff to go over there. I'm just going to go over to their actual page and I'm going to see what we have because it's been again. Sorry, I haven't been on for a couple of days. It's been a couple. It's been an interesting week. So we'll do it this way. Yeah, we'll do it this way. We already went over the Stark stuff, the Stark updates. But Okomi says, let's go OMI. Let's get it listed on HTX Global. HTX Global has 1.5 million followers over on X. And participation is simple. Reply to any Ecomi post about the vote and comment $OMI with hashtag Prime Vote and hashtag HTX hashtags from now until June 20th. That is going to be in 5 days from now. More views equals more votes. Tag the OMI community and spread the word. And then, like I said, they have they had 100,000 views on there in a couple days. So shout out to the OMI fam. Every other project that's on this particular get listed, I want to say gimmick, get listed contest, they're getting completely squashed. So this is on socials at least right now. It looks like OMI's probably going to get listed. Could there be some manipulation when there's some other votes with rockets and other maybe? But it looks like right now, Ecomi community is shouting out. They're going really hardcore with that. So shout out to them. MicroStrategy announced a proposed private offering of $500 million of convertible senior notes to buy more Bitcoin. They are absolutely wild. I love them. Veve says big congrats to our random winner of a Veve digital collectible for the AR post and entry on our weekly update video. Please check your DM instructions. That was Ed Feely. He just had that is so cool. That is fucking awesome. He posts a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna talk about that. Nope, can't do that. 4 hour. Yep. So shout out to Lisa from Blackpink. She's now the first K-pop act to surpass 10 million likes on a debut TikTok video in under a week. Absolutely bananas. Love her for that. Meme coins, yeah. Financial, yep. Okay, can we ask? Nope, not going to do that. Yeah, Viz Media went over. I guess a list of the other things O'Milly had posted. So Naruto, One Piece, My Hero Academia, Dragon, Sailor Moon, Naruto. So Sailor Moon, Death Note, and Bleach are three others that I had not mentioned before, but those are ones that they are that they have as well. I mean, I love Sailor Moon. I mean, I love all of these things. My Hero Academia is probably one of the best animes in the last like 20 years. It is. Oh my god, it's incredible. My collectibles is how do you like Viz Media Veve announcement at the end of our live show today? Yes. Do you want even more news? Don't you just love Fridays? Stay tuned. So I think that and Aza Kaki Gaijin saying I'm already being told to calm down by people. He does get excited. I think that there's I don't know if this is going to set a precedent where all of the good news is going to happen on Friday. And maybe that's what they do. If they do, I don't think that's good because like you want to be surprised a little bit. If people expect good news on Friday, then all the traffic and whatever is going to be happening on Friday, not going to be people paying much attention on Wednesday, Saturday, etc. Asking Norm. So there's a buddy of mine that says, I'm new to Viz Media, but I've been asking normies about it, and tons of them know all about it. I mentioned Veve partner with them, and their minds were blown. Pretty nice to see. Oh, Nigeria drops tax charges against finance executives. So shout out to Ajuri Nagalali, who's the senior advisor to the president over there. I'm pretty sure he had little something to do with that good news over there. So shout out to him. He might also come on the podcast at some point. He is. I just don't know when. Anyway, Veve Digital Collectible says Veve payout update. They're thrilled to announce that from again the other day they're lowering that minimum gem balance required to use the payout feature from 100 gems down from 500 gems. I think that's going on for one of two reasons, maybe a couple others, but I think two major reasons are: one, get gems out of the app. Just get them out. Only the NFT will likely come soon. I know that soon is shortly, I guess. And they just want gems out of the app because it's better that way, and they want people to go in and use OMI to NFT. Now, the other reason why they might want to have that is because the community has been asking for this for a long time. So this is likely something that, like, hey, they've been asking for this a while. Let's give it to them. It's something that they probably wanted to do anyway because of the number one reason that I gave before. And then it's also something that I don't think is that hard or that risky to do. So yeah, that's probably why they did that. People are happy. They're excited. They all good. Let's see here. Oh, dude, some of these collectibles, man. 5 wands attributed to Harry Potter films sold at Julian's auction house for $15,000 each. Most expensive was linked to Ron Weasley in The Prisoner of Azkaban for $25,400. Chavez, why are you going over this? We don't have the Harry Potter license yet. We might at some point. Yeah, why are you going over that? It's just that's how much people pay for certain collectibles. So it's something that means something to them. Yeah, they'll go really hardcore for it. It's not a good idea to. Yep. Oh God, rip. Again, Comey had a monster day the other day. Super cool, easy. Oh yeah, so David, you also follow Stacker. I wonder why he follows Stacker. Quandary. Maybe we should look into that. Might be. Oh, also, be advised that Viz, they focus a lot on North American manga market. So I think it might be a lot more regional restrictions for content for the Asian market. So I think that's why. And now it could also be that you have a deal with the whole, but just announce it as Viz. So maybe they would have that again. Their parent company is called Shagokukan or Shogakukan. And why didn't they just announce it as Shogakukan? It might be because it could be regional, or because that we do have that deal, but they just announced Viz first. Like we had the deal with Disney, but we just announced Marvel first. Like that type of deal. So it could be that. Like also be advised, like Crunchyroll is a subsidiary of that's owned by Sony. So like the licensing rabbit hole runs crazy deep, and it's a headache. Now let's see what else we got here. Candle, contrast. Oh, okay. Euro back, paradigm. Nigeria, Gemini paid $50 million to settle New York crypto fraud claim. That is wild. The MGA LOL surprise OMG Neonlicious ultra rare variant free crafting will close forever really soon, like tomorrow night, like in about 29 hours. That will close. Craft one of the only 478 Neonlicious before the event closes. So again, that does close tomorrow night. Wow, I'm going for 30 minutes already. Veve Digital Collectible says, a century before the Acolyte, a new era of Star Wars storytelling begins. Acolyte. I have some issues. I won't go over it until it is over. There's only 3 episodes out right now. I've seen like 2.5. I don't think currently, because I've only seen like 2.5 episodes, I don't think it's as bad as people are saying. But there are some things that are I I will watch it in its entirety before I do that. If I were Veve, I would stay away from the Acolyte stuff, and I would opt to not do any Acolyte drops if I were them. Moving on. Moving on. So, ow, mother flapper. Oh my god, my hip. Tales from the Reso posted the other day. Sold my OMI 2 hours ago. I'm officially the bottom signal, ladies and gentlemen. He did that before it jumped like 40%. Everyone comment F down below to pay respects. Sorry. Going over some fun stuff. Sven Donjin says playing Fortnite and found this Easter egg ? It was just a heart that was happened to be in the Fortnite video game. I don't think that has anything to do with Veve. I think it was just a heart for whatever reason. Chris Evers posts about the modern investor who says, quote, "My love affair with Veve has simply been dramatically reignited," end quote. He posted about a 16-minute video about just digital collecting and collectibles and Veve, and it was great. He loves us. David Yu reposting the Ecomi HTX thing, saying make your vote count. I haven't really gone over Definity stuff in a while. I'll go over that at another point. Lowman sold the Joseph Parker gloves, the golden gloves that we had for that drop. Mint number 41 sold for $1,230. Again, people still be spending four figures left and right. Where was I? Funds valued. I don't know what this is. I can't go for that. Yeah, there's an email about that. Oh, Helix fossil. That has nothing to do with Veve though, so don't be like, oh, you said Helix. Don't know it by heart. I've been going for 30-ish minutes. Partners. Metamar says partners is my ride or die. Just added my to my favorite little stack. Welcome home number 9. So he had bought his 9th partner statue. I'm guessing that cost him about 13 hundo, maybe 14 hundo, give or take. Oh, okay. So Mr. MC1, another post by him. Okay, here we go. He goes and says, Veve gold and silver logo card, one more treasure in my collection. Celebrating the incredible addition of manga through Viz Media on Veve Official. Privileged to have a rare founder's card that enables VIP access at live events, physical and digital art gifts, and dinners with founders. On 22 June, one talented content creator will be gifted one of these cards. This top-tier Web3 community that has some of the top digital collectors, artists, CEOs, athletes, celebrities, and extraordinary people. See you at the events this year at San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, and others. I probably should have mentioned that I think I helped Josh get into the Gold Polo Club as well. Yeah, it's really awesome. You should come here. I think he'll be at San Diego. I'll be at San Diego. That's next month. That's really soon. Can't heckin' wait. Let's go. And then Mr. MC1 tags literally everyone from David Yu to Dan Carruthers, Ron English. I'm pretty sure Dan Carruthers hasn't stepped on Twitter in like a year. Alcon, Mumbot, Dr. Profit, Rolex. There's some news about Rolex. Actually, some other news. So you had a Mr. MC1 that had he had picked up another gold logo, and so had Veve NFT Comics, aka Atomic Z06, had picked up a gold logo, and then you had Mr. Rolex that picked up an Ecomi Secret Rare logo. So the grails do be starting to move. Just throwing that out there. No, where was I? Up the community rollout. Yep. Okay, kicked off that. Have not announced. Yep. Be a very large. Okay, cool. Viz. Okay. Yep. I guess this Marvel Zombies is a new thing on the app that somebody found before they took it away. So be prepared for Marvel Zombies. This looks really cool. Wow. So 12 partner statues and 9 Tods sold yesterday. That is bananas. And then one more last thing. Congratulations to Christopher Burris, who reached level 70. Now he's not level 69 anymore, but he's level 70. And yeah, let's get this bread. Let's go. Get to the comments. I break stuff. Says, look at this bread. For a second there, I didn't know that was Vader. I know that it's him now because he's on the big screen, but I thought he was one of those think they're called Kongs, like the golden apes. There's like a golden ape and a silver ape. I thought it was one of those. MBE says, "Let's freaking go. We are late to this bull run. It's time to rise." I would like to correct that statement by saying that we are in fact not late to this bull run, and if you want, we can go over why. I might even have to do that anyway. So I've said before, I'll say it again. Most retail does not hold large amounts of Bitcoin at this moment. Well, how has Bitcoin reached near all-time highs? If you take a deeper look into the data that supports that, you can take a look into why that's happening. One of those reasons is that only 8 coins outside of Bitcoin have reached their previous all-time highs since the fall of FTX. You have crypto YouTube views, which I'm very, very invested in. You take a look at that, and when Bitcoin was at 70K in 2021, crypto views on YouTube were at like 4 million a day. And now that Bitcoin's near 70,000 in 2024, you're at like 800,000 views a day. So you really only have a fraction of that. It's really only 20% of what it was. So I think that this demonstrates that retail really isn't interested yet, at least right now. When Bitcoin reaches 80 and like 100K, then you'll get a bunch of people coming in. And again, right now, altcoins, there are a couple of them that are like 70% away from their previous all-time highs compared to Bitcoin, which is again near all-time highs. So since Bitcoin began that strong leg up, so since like October of last year, alts really haven't sustained any meaningful rally. And if you compare that with the fact that it's just been a Bitcoin narrative-led cycle, and yeah, there's been meme coins which are fine. I don't. There aren't a ton of like real investors that go into meme coins. I've had a couple, and I still have a decent holding in one, which is the cat, just because I've been working on it. I don't really look into or talk about any of those unless I'm actively working on it, like I did with 4chan or Bojack, and again now the cat. But yeah, this Bitcoin has pretty much been this run has been Bitcoin narrative led so far. So again, nothing's really pumped since then. I would say that the specific narratives will hit at some point. You don't know what it's going to be. It could be AI, it could be gaming, it could be DeFi, it could be banking, or it could be digital collectibles. We don't know which one's going to be next. And obviously, digital collectibles, you have the NFTs that run in there. I also think that dilution is pretty high as well. I mean, like you had, I think 1,000 just meme coins get created in May, not including the other hundreds of thousands of stuff that were created. And then you have a lot of dilution in the other way, in which you have a bunch of token unlocks. So I think there's like, I don't know how many millions or tens or hundreds of millions of unlocks per day that you have, but you just have things that are really kind of diluted out there. So no, I don't think we're late to this bull run at all. I think we've barely just begun. I think we're in like the second inning. Yeah. BB Zombie says, "Yo, what up?" James goes, "I have a comment." Hi. Bill Garner says, "What up? I'm at a grad party and they're barn dancing. It's a blast, but had to check Randy Vision." Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Where was I? Oh God, where'd I go? And thank you, Rob. Next big announcement. So I talked about this before. Something Asian. Pan Man, Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty's probably most likely. Maybe Pokemon, but I don't think yet. Troy Perez says, "Hello, real Randy Chavez." Oh, well, thank you, Troy Perez. How you doing? Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a member in these uncertain times. Wallace King says, "Good morning, Randy. Huge news this week. Amazing times. Heck yeah, girl." Miss Pine Prop says, hey. Miss Pine Prop says, "Pokemon. If we get that, and they announce it, I might even go to a hotel and stream from the hotel to celebrate. I will. Oh my God, you'll have. I will be singing. I'll be dancing. I'm gonna be singing Pokemon songs. There are enough Pokemon songs to fill up like an hour's worth of your time." Connor says, "Someone list a low mint Wonder Woman at floor. I'll buy right now." I don't have one, so. Pokemon David did. Again, when we talk, we mostly just talk through text. We like 98% time we just talk through text. I don't like video chat David as I'm falling asleep. How was your day, Bay? Like it doesn't happen. Like we don't. You guys are great. Mr. MC was Randy and they all be homies. What up? What up, Cool Mo? Thanks for being a member. Meow meow meow. Concord saying someone list a low mint Wonder Woman floor. Oh man, Concord is determined to get that low mint Wonder Woman. He's got the fever. That was David following space. I mean, I think he just follows Elon Musk, but we'll check it. We'll check it. Let's see what we got, yeah. I feel like stalker ex-girlfriend. Like, oh, I gotta check the Twitter, seeing who he's following. Yeah, he's following 18 different accounts. Love that he's following Stacker. It's pretty nice. So obviously, like we said, Elon Musk, yes, but not SpaceX. So, yeah. What does that mean? I think it just means he's a fan, but we'll see. Red Bears, hello, Mr. MC1. As was hi all. Did buy an MC1 yesterday morning. Negotiated for more. Also picked up a Veve gold logo, silver logo yesterday. Actively negotiating for more. What the heck? I think we were up to like 7K. I think like 6,900 or something. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. But let's see what we're at right now. Because obviously, as things go up, people kind of want to sell into that pump. Maybe people didn't want to sell for 4K, but they'll sell for 68.50. That is the Dave Dog. The Dave Dog has it up there 68.50. So, I should probably follow up with Jeremy Pador at some point. Yeah, I will follow up with him. Actually, there is something else that I wanted to go over as well, but I don't think I had the. Yeah, it was Mr. MC1 said, yes, I know. I'm still gifting a Veve Gold Silver logo to one incredible content creator on 22 June. I think I may have something else up my sleeve too. Will you be there 22 June, fam, from Veve Official? Me and Dr. Stuff had, and Crypto Cosmo were pontificating on who might receive that. Now, most likely it's going to be somebody that doesn't yet have one. Veve Fox came up. Veve France came up. I don't think Savid came up, but I think that Savid does a lot. So maybe Savid. I don't know. I don't know who it would be. Again, I think it would be somebody that just doesn't yet have one. If it is somebody that already has one, but they just do, all the stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I would say O'Milly, but O'Milly doesn't travel to events. O'Milly, I don't know why. I think maybe O'Milly is just a super private person. Maybe O'Milly is just like, you know what? Maybe maybe O'Milly is really like, I don't know. Maybe he's like this super secret celebrity and just uses a voice changer. I don't know. But I know that O'Milly doesn't go to events, so I was like, I get it. It'd be great to have for him to have that, but almost no point in getting one if he's just not gonna use it. If he's not gonna go to the events. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Other people that do. I don't want to be like should be me. I don't want to go and say that. But if I'm going to compare me as like let's say the measuring stick of, I mean, you can't expect anyone else to do this many videos and this many lives and this many whatever. But yeah, you should probably maybe K collections. She hasn't. I don't feel like she hasn't done a video in a while. But I feel like everyone really likes her. So she's really cool. Yeah, let's move on. As Randy, as an insight, what is your reasons for not sharing any of your guys? I don't. Let me finish. You can single-handedly break Veve out of the slump with what you know, especially since you don't have an NDA. What I show these messages? I don't even know. Hang on. It's not going to do any good to show any messages. There's nothing to. It's not stuff that that's going to break it. It's not stuff. It's like Okay, I'll give you something I've like never told anyone before that I know that nobody else knows. David, whenever Veve goes and posts something on Instagram, David will like comment on the story that only Veve can see. So like he'll comment on the story that only Veve sees. The public doesn't see it, and he'll say something like, "The black cat walks at midnight." If that's what you're looking for, like that's the type of inside information I know. Like that's the it doesn't matter. It doesn't. Um, again, I could go in and I can talk about that and interpret that maybe David's just having fun, maybe he's sleep deprived, and that's why he says stuff like, um, I Dan doesn't like to be filmed really. That's why he doesn't really do a lot of podcasts or anything. Um, that's I'm trying to think of what they like food wise. David likes steak. Dan likes steak. Um, Dan's a little bit more party side. David's a little more introverted. I guess. Um, yeah, I don't. Joy Vera says unplug the toaster before fixing. I just fix it while I'm in the bath. What are y'all talking about? I just buy another secret rare mile. Let's not let's not ask him to spend like 8 grand on a stream. Yeah, secret rare is a grail. So it is a grail of grails. It is a if you're looking at like the top 5 grails on Veve, Miles is going to be in everyone's. It's going to be in like maybe some people forget that he exists because he's so out of reach and like, okay, well, partner statue, Veve logo, Vader, Spider-Man, and they might just forget Miles because again, he's so out of reach for most people. But yeah, he'll be in the top 5 grails of everyone's grails. Is the number 53 Miles cursed? Is it? Sleeping says hi, Randy. What up, sleeping? How's it going, fam? Love you, brother. Love you, brother. You the man. You the king. So I guess one of the other things that so David every now and then watches my videos, but most of the times I feel like he probably doesn't. So the other day, like, hey, you should cover Omi on base. I was like, I've like he said, like if you haven't, you should cover Omi on base. Like I've been there and done that. So again, like that's what it is. It's stuff like that. That again, stuff that doesn't really matter. So hey Randy, meow meow meow. Connor, what's going on? I saw someone list a low mint Wonder Woman. First appearance, I'll buy right now at floor. This man is determined. This man is. I don't know if anyone will actually do that, but a low mint at the floor again. I don't think anyone will do that, but good luck. Keep trying. There's Planet Profit. So what has been my cover photo on Facebook for like 10 years? It's been Pikachu reading The Particle at the End of the Universe. And that's been my cover photo since May of 2013. So I love Pikachu. I think he's great. I do not think that we have him yet. I will keep y'all posted. I will let y'all know. How does Veve make any money for only the NFT transactions? It will likely be like any other transaction where you still have to pay the 2.5%, sale fee for Veve, and then if it's a Disney thing, another 6% to them, or if it's Marvel, 6% to them. So it's still you're still going to have that baked in, and then hopefully there's another fee for hopefully there's another fee for what is that for like an OMI burn because that's what we want. So yeah. Iron Man LG says if we now have partnerships with the Shonen Jump manga magazine, which generally includes special edition Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards, can you imagine they now included exclusive Veve NFT codes? I Well, you're making me imagine it right now. I am imagine dragons up in this biatch. Oh gosh, I got an itch on my back. Okay. Um, one second here. It would be wild, and you know I'd be here for it. I'm here for it if they do. I'll report on that like nobody's business. Chago Solo says smash that like button. Poses can't wait to find out why Veve is attending D23. That's another thing. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. Oh, also, I forgot to. This is in the freaking title, and I forgot to mention it. Shout out to Gary Baseman and Veve. They didn't quite sell out just yet, but they sold about 40. They grossed about $40,000 on this. I got 2 rares and an ultra rare. That's it. I didn't get the secret rare like I wanted, which is fine. Ooh, 265 for the rare left, so not a lot. And then this will load. Okay, and then 81 the ultra rare. So it's 346, and then 9, so 355. So what is that? 355, 22. There's 7,810 of those. $7,810 worth of those left. So I would say that gets done in maybe tomorrow, because as long as there's secret rares that's still there, people are going to gamble for it. Like, like, what's weird about this though is that the ultra rare only has like, how many mints does it even have? 500 mints, which means like 460. And if it's 500 mints, 460, you'd think that that's a pretty scarce object, and people would likely pay, I don't know, at least retail for it. And it's bloody. He's cool, but it's $10. It's $10. So I don't. We're gonna get to be nighttime. We're gonna open up this here window. But yeah, $10 is. I'm glad I have one. Cause can't wait for. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know why they're going to be there. I mean, most likely for a booth. You know, they'll have a booth. They'll advertise there, but I don't know if there's going to be any major announcements that week or special drops. But we'll see. We'll see. Sketch Lab, what's up, Randy? Yo, what's going on, Sketch Lab? How's it going, fam? Yeah. I'm guessing it's because Veve has a partnership with Disney and Fortnite. So that is a very big claim. I would say that eventually, after it's all rolled out, because Cavernous is building Veveverse, and Cavernous does have that agreement with Epic Games, which is Fortnite, that they'll likely be interoperable at some point. Are they going to do that right now? I don't. Right off the bat, I don't think so, but you know, we'll see. Lugaro says M'Baku forever. So cool. Yeah. Gotta love the M'Bakus. Got a bunch of them. Bill Gardner, give me those dabs. Dab with Bill Gardner. Shamey, is that like Amy and Sheldon? Shamey says, is OMI on base okay to send a trust wallet? Test amount shows OMI, but not total. As long as you have the receiving address as base OMI, then yes. But like if you send a base OMI to an Ethereum OMI, it's not going to go. Not going to go through. It'll get lost. But if it has it on base, yeah, I think even on Coinbase Wallet on base, it doesn't show an amount, like it doesn't show a total. But if it's there, then it's there and it's fine. I'm not sure why it doesn't show an amount for total yet. 53 miles, the one that had underbought for $9, so nobody wants to buy it. Yeah, that's because so I posted, I don't know, this person has never. Let me back this up. Tina Garcia had texted me like that morning saying like, hey, Randy, my friend had tried to list her miles or his miles for $9,000 and accidentally listed it for $9 instead of $9. Can you find out who it is? So I texted a bunch of groups. I posted it on X. I was like, hey, if anyone knows who this guy is, let me know. And then there was this one guy that had said like, oh, Randy's just trying to take advantage, and you know he knows this guy only bought it for for $9 and basically just calling me like a scammer and like a grifter and accused me of like financial malfeasance. And this guy, like, kind of remembering him as I went through his replies, like saying like, all right, is he just trying to protect people? Is he just being a dick? Turns out he was just being a dick, and he's continuously done that. Like, I don't think I've ever received any helpful replies or had him help anybody else. So I just like said like, hey guys, listen, Tina texted me this morning. This is what it was about. Yeah. Anyway, I'm glad to see that nobody else is buying that. I'm glad to see that nobody else is touching that. Good for the community. DJ says, will there be a Miles level drop again? And what could it be apart from Pokemon? There could definitely be a Miles level drop. I mean, a variation of Spider-Man, that's the first appearance, is wildly popular. It's only going to get more popular. It would have to be a big license. It would have to be a big license like Nintendo or probably something in Nintendo. I think they've gone through so many, and again, that's a statue, that's a figure. You could do a comic like Hulk 181 or first appearance of Captain America. Those things would, if done fairly scarcely, could do as well as that. But for an actual statue of a character like that, you would need to have a Nintendo like one, like version. For what could it be? Outside of Pokemon, it'd just be Nintendo. Obviously, Pokemon would get that, but yeah, Nintendo at large. Cool Mo says, just bought my second partners. Planned on grabbing another when I felt like the bull run would start. Want me to NFT and D23 will moon it. I think it can. Energy. Peace, man. What up? What up? I love you, Energy. You're always commenting on here. Bilgar says, awesome. Let's go. Was why can't we buy land in Veveverse using OMI? That would effectively right now put us in danger of becoming a security. I would say that once certain regulatory minefields are cleared, we will likely be able to do that at some point. Right now it's a no, but at some point I think that is able to happen. Maybe next year. Is what makes Miles so good is not only a great character that's getting bigger, but also made the best animated one the secret rare. Good point. Now they make the animated the common. That's a good. Yeah, that was an anomaly for Miles. That was an anomaly. I feel like they hadn't done that before. They haven't done that since. So yeah. Got a couple minutes here left. Let's go over a little more news. Yeah, actually, let's go over some Veve stuff here. Like I said, they made about 40-ish thousand today, and like I said, that'll sell out at some point soon. We have the Rabbids tomorrow. Now, the Rabbids tomorrow, you have this interesting crafting mechanic that they put on the LOL MGA dolls. MGM? Oh my God, surprise. OMG dolls. Meow. Do I want it? Do I want it? Do you not want it?
No, I don't really want it.
Okay, I'll take it.
I should look outfit.
That's fine. That's fine. So does anybody else have friends bring them beer? Ooh, this is not bad. This is not bad. I really taste the apple. Anyway, so the last crafting that they had for the OMG surprise LOL dolls, it made the money. They got the funds. So they're doing that with the Rabbids tomorrow. And in order to get the ultra rare, now be advised, the ultra rare, which I don't think will help them. Oh, it's really scarce though. The ultra rare is only 340 editions. So that's better than today. Today it had 500 editions for the ultra rare, so it's really 460. Tomorrow's is 380, but it's going to be 340. So that still might work. But what they need to do in order to get that is they have to go in and they have to get 2 common Rabbids and 1 uncommon Rabbid. Now, what's interesting here is they don't need to buy that from the store. They made special care to say the other day for the LOL MGM dolls that they needed to buy that from the store. But these ones, it doesn't look like you do. So they just need 2 common and 1 uncommon, which will all be burned during the crafting process. So free crafting event. However, you will need to use 5,000 MCP, which is fine. For store and market purchase are eligible. So this might actually work. That might actually work pretty well. They're going to burn a lot of common and the uncommon, and I think they're cool. The common you get like 2 for 1. You get a twofer, and then I just love the rabbit. I think they're really cool. And the uncommon, like I said, is that, or I'm sorry, the uncommon is that the one that you can craft, and that secret rare. Only 111 of those secret rare, and out of those 111, you can only get 101. So they're only taking 10, but that's going to be pretty scarce. So I think they're probably going to do pretty well tomorrow. ETN only to NFT. Oh God, I have no idea. I'm going to say before the end of Q3. So I'll say next month. I'll say they have it before San Diego Comic-Con. If they don't have it before San Diego Comic-Con, they should most likely definitely have it by, what is that? August? D23. I'm going to say, to safely say, I'll say between San Diego Comic-Con and D23. I hope. You know the Scotty Young comic cover, Miles Morales Spider-Man number 21? I don't, but anything Scotty Young, people just love and adore because they love and adore him. Why do you meow like a cat? So it started, I actually had I think I had a post about this the other day. I'll try to find it if it doesn't. Meow, meow, meow. Oh my, I don't know why X is doing this. So I go to my profile, right? And I'll slowly scroll down. Let me. And then after I get to like the Gary Baseman one that I did this morning, as Foster, there's Gary, it'll just show me more Gary Baseman stuff. And it's like, I don't know why my Twitter is broken. Anyway, what I'm now like cat, it started in the military where, for whatever reason, me and the boys just decided that whenever we were just carrying something, one of us would go Kappa, and then hit it out of our hands. So after a while, instead of saying Kappa, because there's 2 syllables, well, I guess meow is 2 syllables also. I was go meow, and then hit something out of their hand, and then that translated into sparring, where it went from just being an annoyance meow to whenever you hit something meow, 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 you know, and then and it just became part of my vernacular, and every single, like, even in business meetings, I'll be like, all right, meow. Well, like at the end, I won't just throw meow in the middle of the sentence. Although I will say, like, instead of now, if we can get that right, meow, that'd be great. Like, I'll say that, and it'll like throw people off. But mostly it's at the end, or like if I get startled, meow. Like, that's just, ask Lori. I was there like 2 weeks ago. Lori Brenner, husband Will, and her kid. We shall call him Prince Toby. And I just, like, you could ask them, and just randomly, whenever someone is like, "Hey, Randy," meow. Like, that's just why. But I said 2024 priorities. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in priorities. A lot of Q2 priorities as well. And that started with his Milder. Yep, big answer for me. Thank you. I have that secret. Oh, nice. Energy's got the good stuff, man. Energy's got the good stuff. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. Everybody, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comment you good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you all for smashing that like button. Class dismissed. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow. All right, end stream.